Good morning, dear listeners. We have today a new episode of our podcast series, The Noise Ontology and the Seven Laws of Reality and Being. Podcast series based on my books with the same titles. And today we speak a little bit about the relative time and space regarding the samsara, the perpetual wonder that we've spoken about in the previous podcast. Does it have a beginning or an end? So first and foremost, time and space are relative concepts, as there is no such thing as a time concrete to be found somewhere in a particular dimension of space. Only personal relative experience of it. So each experience of time is personal and is dependent on causes and conditions. Now the whole creation of existence of the whole samsara and also the pure dimensions are timeless in the sense that have the root in a beginningless space of pure being. But the personal, let's say the individual experience of a portion of the whole creation is in time and space, and that is experienced by each individual. So just like objects reflected on a mirror surface do not appear in space and time but are contained on its surface, all of the mind's potentiality of manifestations are in their true nature completely beyond the measure of time and space, but they do appear in the timeless expanse or of the pure now of mind, of the mind of pure being, and that these are illusory events within space and time. So they appear, but they are not to be found under scrutiny. So enlightened experience of reality is beyond time and space, but has free and spontaneous access to what is manifested in time and space. It is transcendent and immanent at the same time. All relative possible experience of infinite past, present, and future events can be known in awakened experience as potentiality, or as a potentiality of infinite possibilities of events. So they can be known as potentiality of events that have happened and events that will not happen. So the Hindu teachings call it God's infinite dreams. And a great Hindu teacher once said that God needs sentient beings to know itself. So in the Hermetic teachings, the whole of creation is already manifested in the timeless experience of pure potentiality of infinite possibilities, which is ever transforming as energy manifestations. Now in Buddhism, it is often said that the samsara has no beginning, like a mass event, because the beginning is rooted in the timelessness. But it can have an end individually, again not as a mass experience. In fact, universes and races of beings are born and disintegrate according to the law of rhythm, resembling the birth and death of cells, planets, galaxies, and this goes on without end, let's say ad infinitum. Also the extremely profound Buddhist teachings of Dzogchen. On the other hand, the cycle of birth in time and space as an individual beginningless beginning in each moment of non-recognition by and of the primordially pure ground of being, effulgence and manifestation as one's own reality, followed by the grasping and apprehension at a subject and object, self and other. And this process ends at the moment of permanent self-recognition by the ground of being, which is the individual real nature as one's own reality of pure being, and as one self-manifestations of the totality of all potential events and meanings. So this is not an easy topic. Regarding the mass experience of sentient beings in time and space, in Buddhism, the basic unit of time measurement is called a Mahakalpa, or a great eon, which is subdivided into 4 minor kalpas, or 4 smaller eons, and each distinguished from the others by the stage of evolution of the universe like formation, duration, dissolution, and nothingness. So there are 4 periods. During the period of duration, which is the second one after the formation of the universe, of a given universe, because there are infinite universes, the lifespan of human beings as a race spans from incalculable to an average of 10 years. And this goes up and down according to the law of rhythm for 20 cycles, after which the period of dissolutions of the universe begins, and this rhythmic formation, duration, and dissolution goes on ad infinitum. So while one universe is forming, another might be in a phase of dissolution, and so on. And so what is the cause of a specific universe to manifest? Is the collective experience. As a collective experience is the collective karmic causes, or the primary causes, or the sum of all thoughts, emotions, and actions of all the sentient beings that inhabited that specific universe. So on the other hand, we have seen also that each individual sentient being, for each individual, the experience of samsara begins in the potentiality of the timeless, pure ground of being, which is continuously, spontaneously manifests itself as a play of forms and sounds. Now, this is rather a complex subject. This is just a brief introduction, but there is more information in my book, The 7 Laws of Reality and Being, and also some different information in the book Ontology. So this is all for today, and thank you for listening.